Right now, a no-show for number 12. That's old video. We'll hear from the man who protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, what he's focused on during this mini camp.
Bickering over billions. It is just beginning in the state capitol. Tonight, we're learning more about an extra $4 billion and how lawmakers would like to spend it.
Plus, how long a former Wisconsin pharmacist will spend behind bars for trying to destroy COVID vaccines on purpose.
This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. Well, Jordan Love and Blake Bortles, they were out there, but as expected, Aaron Rodgers nowhere to be found on day one of minicamp today.
The month-long dispute between Rodgers and the Packers front office appears to be long from over. Our sports director, Zach Hanley, has more on what fines Rodgers could face.
Well, the saga continues, right? Day one of Green Bay's mandatory minicamp, and one guy was a no-show. That guy, to a surprise of no one, was Aaron Rodgers, not in attendance. His absence could cost a little over $15,000 if the Packers don't deem it as an excused absence. And as far as his friends and teammates go, they're just trying to focus on themselves and can control what they can control.
You know, it's a situation that is between another player, which you have no control of, and the organization, which you have no control of. So I learned that early on. I mean, I have a very close relationship with Aaron, but this is something that is not. I'm not going to inject myself in the middle. This is between them and whatever they come to. I mean, hey, the show must go on.
Now, the positive side of this, if you will, Jordan Love is getting all the reps at practice with guys who actually see the field. Remember, Love was a third-string QB last year, meaning he didn't really get to throw to Adams, Lazard, or MVS. And as far as Rodgers, well, we'll just continue to wait.
All right, Zach. And while the Packers wait for Aaron Rodgers, they are adding some experience to the middle of their defense. 27-year-old linebacker Devondre Campbell expected to sign with Green Bay. Last season with the Cardinals, he made 69 tackles, 2 sacks, forced a fumble. He spent his first 4 years of his career in Atlanta.
We're tracking another chance to get some much-needed rain tonight, but will it be enough? Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary Canalti is on the steamy weather patio. Gary?
Well, Susan, the answers to your question, number one, it's probably not going to be enough, especially in areas that don't get very much rain. And number two, not everybody's going to see it. You can see on visible cloud tracks some clouds developing near Lake Michigan, right along the lake breeze front. A couple of showers and thunderstorms developed there and have kind of drifted back toward the west. But when we zoom into southern Wisconsin, not a lot of rain out there. Some heavier showers and thunderstorms west of Janesville heading over toward Monroe. A couple more north of Madison, but right now Madison in between wasn't the case yesterday. 24-hour precipitation very slim across much of southern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now in areas that have a little more cloud cover, they're in the upper 80s. Here in Madison, we're at 90. La Crosse is at 95. Dew point temperatures are higher. They're in the middle 60s, so heat index values are now in the lower 90s in Madison, but near 100 degrees out toward La Crosse. By tomorrow morning, will only drop to about 67. Thunderstorm chance should end early this evening. Tomorrow, same thing. A couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms afternoon and early evening. High temperatures at least in the upper 80s, if not close to 90 degrees. And the chances for rain go down as we head into next week, and the drought continues. More details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. $4.4 billion more than expected. And tonight, no solid plan yet of what to actually do with it.
The state leaders learned they'd have that extra money to work with over the next 3 years, but a surprise surplus presents a totally unsurprising battle between Democrats and Republicans. Naomi Coles brings us more now from the Capitol. Naomi?
It took just minutes after the news broke this morning for social media and our inbox to fill up with statements from politicians fighting to both control and take credit for it. This sets politicians up for a standoff. Do they want to send it back to taxpayers, expand government services, or some combination of that? Senate Leader Devin LeMahieu called it a once-in-a-generation opportunity to fundamentally reform our tax code and provide transformational tax relief for Wisconsinites. Senate President Chris Kapenga says it's temporary. Quote, there is no magic money tree, folks, end quote. Democrats wanted back a variety of options, tax cuts, but also education, infrastructure, and broadband.
I think Democrats are open to a tax cut. I think we have the resources, but let's maximize the resources that we have. There's no reason not to do all of these things and still keep a steady reserve to prepare for future times.
The governor responded by immediately lifting budget cuts for this fiscal year for state agencies and calling on Twitter for investments in students, small business, broadband, and other priorities. Now, there was supposed to be a budget meeting earlier today at 1 o'clock. It's been delayed multiple times, and last I checked, which was just a minute ago, it still hasn't started. Republicans haven't responded to any of my requests for interviews, telling me multiple times today they'll be available later.
All right, Naomi, thank you. Iowa County authorities are asking for your help finding a missing woman who they say is prone to seizures and does not have her medication with her. 23-year-old Stephanie Renee Wallace has a history of epilepsy. Police say she was last seen Wednesday outside a Walmart in Dodgeville wearing a gray tank top, denim jean shorts, and had a brown purse with her. Authorities say Wallace lives in rural Dodgeville, maybe the Spring Green area, but she has ties to the area of Enid, Oklahoma. Anyone with information about Wallace's location is asked to call the Iowa County Sheriff's Office.
We have new information out of western Wisconsin tonight. Apparently a homicide suspect and the victim were related. The Monroe County Sheriff says 87-year-old Bernard Waite was attacked by that suspect with an axe. White died at the scene. 2 other people were also attacked. One is still in the hospital while the other has been released. The suspect is also in the hospital. Police say due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police have not named that suspect.
The semi-driver has severe injuries after hitting a dump truck. Happened just before 10 this morning. This was on State Highway 33 near Oak Grove, just southeast of Beaver Dam. Deputies say a dump truck was stopped because of construction, and a semi did not stop and slammed into the dump truck. The 54-year-old male from Waupun who was driving the semi was taken to an area hospital with those severe injuries. The driver of the dump truck was not injured. The highway remained closed for 6 hours while crews cleaned up.
Purposely taking COVID vaccine out of a cooler to spoil them has landed a former pharmacist in prison for 3 years. Stephen Brandenburg pleaded guilty to 2 felonies, and a judge sentenced him today. Brandenburg admitted to intentionally removing 500 Moderna doses from a refrigerator at Aurora Medical Center near Milwaukee in December. According to prosecutors, Brandenburg believed the vaccine was harmful and could change a person's DNA. His pharmacy license has been revoked, and he can never work as a pharmacist in Wisconsin again.
The state is struggling to find people who want to get the vaccine. Only 7,500 people got their first dose since yesterday afternoon. Thankfully, COVID case numbers are still trending down. That means this graphic is not moving much today. About 43% of the state remains fully vaccinated. Just shy of half of the state has at least 1 shot. And here in Dane County, almost 60% of the population has completed now the vaccine series. Over 67% have received at least 1 shot.
Well, as water parks in Wisconsin open back up, health officials are making sure that those workers are fully vaccinated. Today, 155 workers at Mount Olympus and Noah's Ark were vaccinated with the Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The Sauk County Health Department teamed up with the water parks as well as SSM Health to give shots to those who wanted them. SSM Health has administered more than 253,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine across 13 counties.
Pfizer is working toward answering a question on many parents' minds. When will my young child be able to get a vaccine? Well, the drug company is opening vaccine trials to children 11 and younger, hoping to get approval for children as young as 6 months. They'll study up to 4,500 children in the U.S. and Europe. Participants will get 2 shots of smaller doses. Right now, Pfizer is authorized in the U.S. for children 12 and up. Meanwhile, Moderna says its COVID-19 vaccine will likely be available for children as young as 5 years old in early fall.
More and more of us are feeling more comfortable about seeing family and friends. A new poll shows 66% felt that way, and another 61% said they went out to eat in the last week. Both of those numbers are up more than 20 percentage points since March. 52% also said they think people should be required to show proof of vaccination before returning to work or attending large events. Overall, only 30% said returning to their pre-coronavirus lives is a risk.
In more local news, you probably noticed the "We're closed" and "For lease" signs all around Easttown Mall. Well, now the city is working to change that. Right now, city planners are working on a massive redevelopment the size of the Isthmus that would rebuild the area along East Wash from Stoughton Road all the way to the interstate.
People want to see themselves in this area going forward. People who don't normally feel as seen and connected to a big new development like this.
From affordable housing to high-rise office buildings, planners say there will be something for everyone. More on those plans and how you can share your input tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
As people show their support for our LGBTQ community, you may notice a different kind of pride flag flying. The one we're used to seeing has the traditional rainbow colors, but the new flag, called the Progress flag, has a chevron arrow on the left side. We asked some of our local LGBTQ resources to explain what the difference is.
Of the black, brown, and light blue and pink, and the white stripes, which adds representation for marginalized people of color, for trans folks, and for those who have passed living with HIV/AIDS.
And coming up tonight at 6, what some local organizations are saying about why they're flying that flag this year.
The future of fire trucks making its nationwide debut right here in Madison. The first ever Volterra zero-emission fire engine being used at Madison Fire Station 8. The electric fire engine was made in Wisconsin by Pierce Manufacturing. City of Madison aiming to be 100% renewable, sustainable by 2030, and this new fire apparatus will do just that.
Investing in green technology and infrastructure creates jobs. It improves the health of our families and communities and ensures our economy will continue to grow, all the while creating more sustainable solutions for everyone, from our workers to our families and our first responders.
The Volterra has been in service at the department since May 21st. It's been on close to 200 calls for service on Madison's east side without any issues. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5, children from Mexico and Central America are continuing to be left at the border. What plans the vice president has to address the issues at the border.
Another humid day today, and this weather could be detrimental to area farmers. Coming up tonight at 6, how the dry weather could impact corn and soybean crops.
And some mixed results from Tuesday trading on Wall Street as the Dow falls more than 30. The Nasdaq adds 43. The S&P 500 gains less than a point. We'll be right back.
Find your style with Patriot Lighting from Menards. Save today with 11% off and choose from over 750 ceiling fans. Our ceiling fans add elegance to any room and reduce energy costs all year round. We carry a great selection of styles and finishes, so you're sure to find the look that's right for you. Save with 11% off all Patriot Lighting ceiling fans. View all of our ceiling fan options right now on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Warden, board-certified plastic surgeon and host of The Doctors. If you've tried every fad diet and extreme workout and still struggle with stubborn body fat, then it's time you call Sono Bello. I've personally performed thousands of body fat removal procedures, and the results I've seen achieved by the highly skilled experts at Sono Bello are truly outstanding.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Eliminate fat on your stomach, thighs, and back. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, back, even your thighs.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat and in just one visit.
Call 1-855-417-8918 or go to sonobello.com.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Tonight at 6, an inside look at a new redevelopment project near Easttown Mall and how it could completely change the area from what it is now. Plus, local farmers are praying for some rain, how the dry weather is impacting corn and soybean crops.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. New video from the California-Mexico border shows a 5-year-old girl all by herself. U.S. Border and Customs Protection agents saw her being dropped off near the end of the wall in San Ysidro, California, Monday morning. The Guatemalan child was taken to a safe location by Border Patrol. A troubling new report from the Department of Homeland Security highlights the lingering human cost of the Trump administration's family separation policy at the border. It says more than 2,100 children may still be without their parents, despite recent efforts to reunite them. Vice President Kamala Harris is in Mexico today to address the root causes of the immigration crisis. The two countries signed a memorandum to establish a partnership focused on development in the Northern Triangle in an effort to address the root causes of why people are fleeing Central America for the U.S.-Mexico border.
We have to look at not only what is actually happening at the border, but what is causing that to happen.
The vice president's trip this week comes as the Biden administration continues to address what was a record influx of unaccompanied minors this spring. Federal data shows nearly 17,000 remain in U.S. federal custody.
There is a new bipartisan report from the Senate saying law enforcement should have been better prepared for the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol. It reveals Capitol Intelligence saw social media posts as far back as December about a plot to breach the Capitol, including maps of the buildings, tunnels, and threats of violence against members of Congress. But it adds that the Capitol Police Force's Intelligence Division did not convey the full scope of known information to USCP leadership, rank-and-file officers, or law enforcement partners. The more than 100-page document was the result of a joint investigation by the Senate Homeland Security and Rules Committees.
Part of the reason it was overlooked is people were saying, well, this just can't happen. And these groups of folks, they can't do that. Well, now we know they can.
Our job was not to go back and talk about what happened in terms of the motivation. It was about, okay, once it happened, you know, what did we do here in the Capitol and how could this have happened?
In a response, U.S. Capitol Police said in part it welcomes the analysis and agrees improvements are needed specific to intelligence analysis and dissemination. However, it insisted that at no point prior to the 6th did it receive actionable intelligence about a large-scale attack.
Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has the forecast. Gary?
Well, I wish I had some better news, but the showers and thunderstorms are just not that widespread across southern Wisconsin. Over the last 12 hours, you can see who got the rain and who didn't, and most of us fell into the didn't category. Just over the last 48 hours, which includes yesterday and yesterday afternoon and this afternoon, you can see yesterday there were some heavier amounts down to our south, a few to our northeast. Today the rain not even quite as widespread, but as you take a look at high-resolution Doppler radar, there are a few heavier thunderstorms west of Janesville, kind of drifting back toward the southwest, a few south of Monroe, a few more now just to the east of Wisconsin Dells to around Portage and Poynette, drifting back toward the southwest. So a few people will get some heavy downpours, but most of us will not. And a wider perspective shows a few thunderstorms through much of the Midwest, but the key word there is few. Very few people are getting heavy downpours. Future track precipitation over the next couple of days in the short term, you can see how little rain is expected over southern Wisconsin. The better chances for more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity will be in the northern part of the state as a front kind of drifts north and south in the far northern part of the state. And then to the south, a little more moisture could mean a little more rain across northern Illinois. But our drought conditions here are now working against us. Sometimes you need a little extra oomph in the moisture, and that can be given off by what we call evapotranspiration, or moisture being eliminated or being put into the atmosphere from growing plants. Well, if the plants are not able to grow because of the drought, you lose that little extra moisture, and sometimes that's the difference between having rain and not having rain. And future track precipitation over the next 10 days, that's even a scarier look. quarter to a half inch of rain generally across southern Wisconsin, when we should see an inch and a half of rain in that time period. That means the drought is just going to get worse. Warm conditions will continue with above or much above normal temperatures, not only for the rest of this week, but through next week as well. Humidity over the next few days will lead to some spotty afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorm chances, but again, those amounts are going to be very widely varying, and then dry weather is expected for most, if not all, of next week. Temperatures right now, upper 80s to the lower 90s across much of the Midwest, mid to upper 90s just out to our west. That's where the drought is most intense. But you can see there's moisture. Dew points are in the 60s, even some 70s to the south. But the problem is there's nothing really to trigger it. The problem is that the contrast in air masses is near the jet stream, which is way north of us, near the U.S.-Canadian border, and then the subtropical jet stream also lifting the air a little bit into some showers and thunderstorms to our south. So we're kind of in between. Notice the thunderstorms in northern Wisconsin near that warm front, but here in southern Wisconsin, there's really nothing to act as a trigger, so we just have to depend on the heat of the afternoon to pop up a shower or thunderstorm. Look for a high of 88 tomorrow. Again, a chance for some afternoon or early evening showers and thunderstorms. Most of us probably won't get them. Future track shows us very well. The shower and thunderstorm chances go away tonight, pop up again late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, then go away tomorrow night, and then we repeat the process again on Thursday with high temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Precipitation amounts, very small, except in areas that get a heavier shower or thunderstorm, and it's impossible to say a day or two out who's exactly going to get those. The 7 to 10 day forecast, again, the humidity levels start going down so that rain chances end by Saturday morning, and then we stay dry for most, if not all, of next week with high temperatures still above normal. As we check out first warn traffic, not a great day on the roads. We've had some issues on the Beltline. There's a traffic accident closing the eastbound 2 lanes near Seminole Highway. That's backing up traffic to before Verona Road. Some delays on the westbound Beltline, also getting some reports of occasional pavement buckles because of the heat, especially US 12 north of Baraboo. Right now, travel times a little bit elevated on the Beltline either direction from University Avenue to the interstate. Travel times outside of Madison pretty normal from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, US 12 Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. The wish to just be a kid for a day. How a local business is making that dream come true for a boy battling cancer. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is June 18th through 27th, featuring 40 newly constructed homes. See the newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. Say thank you this Father's Day with a gift to love from the store dads love, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. For the car dad, this DeWalt Mechanics tool set is only $149.99. For the DIY dad, Valspar True Basics paint is 10% off. Plus, a Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card is always the perfect gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Do you love your morning coffee but hate what it does to your smile? Coffee might kickstart your morning, but it's also kicking you in the teeth by making them yellow and dingy. And you probably know by now that coffee stains are stubborn stains. Whitening toothpaste can't even begin to handle them. But I'm here to tell you about Power Swabs. With just 5-minute applications, you can tell those coffee stains to kiss off. Because 5-minute applications is all it takes for Power Swabs to lift coffee stains, tea stains, red wine stains, and even stains from smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
If you have one tooth that's darker than the others, you can target that one with Swab Precision.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise. I like being able to individually get the teeth and kind of in between the grooves.
You just snap, swab, and smile. In fact, in 7 days, you probably won't be able to stop smiling.
It's so simple simple. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
Not only will Power Swabs whiten natural teeth, it also removes stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The Power Swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got a rubber on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
The Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is June 18th through 27th, featuring 40 newly constructed homes. See the newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A local boy is getting a chance to just be a kid today on his half-birthday.
Silas Klaus has been battling acute lymphoblastic leukemia for 5 years, and all he wants to do is play. Our photojournalist Brian Mesmer shares how Chuck E. Cheese is making his birthday wish come true.
5, oh my gosh, it's Chucky just for you. He's on his way to Nashville, look.
Super excited. He's been waiting like all year long for this. I emailed Chuck E. Cheese, and one of my friends called Diane Wilson here. She loved hearing Silas's stories. We set up a meeting and we set up this party. So many games. Are you gonna just play all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and it started back in June of 2016. And he went through 3.5 years of treatment. Then he was all good to go. October of 2019, he was like all done.
You're beating me.
In November, they noticed a little spot on his spine, and they found a bunch of cancer cells in his spine, and it traveled up to his brain on the 7th nerve. So immediately he started treatment again.
It's a Jet Rider. Want to try that one?
He's doing well right now. We still have another 1 year and 2 months left of treatment. Having more family and his best friends come in. So he's super excited about that. He just wants to do it all. He loves working, and he wants to do different things, and so we'll see what he can accomplish.
Oh, Silas, I hope it was a great day, buddy. Silas's diagnosis is not getting in the way of his dreams. He's dreaming big. He says when he grows up, he wants to be the CEO of multiple companies.
I love multiple, right? One isn't enough.
That, yeah.
Love that. Silas, way to go. Final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.
Need to get the right glasses at the right price right now? Then shop the right sale at iMart Express. For a limited time, get 1 pair of single vision glasses for $20 and 1 pair of progressives for $40. Drop by iMart Express and save today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
He's here! He's here! It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation, plus no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Illinois, home to the iconic Route 66, the Great River Road, and countless road trips to discover. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, international crime crackdown. More than 800 arrests and 8 tons of cocaine seized. How the FBI led the unprecedented takedown. Plus, the anti-obesity drug being called a game changer. How it works and where you can get it. And Treehouse Classroom, a dad's pandemic project becomes the new family business. That's all tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Let's go to Gary. Final check.
Well, thunderstorm chances are just about going away. And look at those temperatures. Upper 80s to around 90, but the heat index makes it feel even warmer because of the high humidity. Look for a low tonight of about 66 degrees. High tomorrow, about 88.
All right, Gary, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned.